All right, guys. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the GSA Season 2 of the Celeste 90% League. My name is Dave Stereo. I'm joined here by Troy of Athens.
Hello.
And today we got Chaikitty versus Psyched SR. Looking to be another hot Celeste race today. Really stoked for this one.
Yeah, look at the stats here. We've got, it's always taking me a second to find the names. Chaikitty at 258 at 6th place, and then we got Psyched at 232 at 9th place. So both these players definitely have opportunities to move around in the standings. Points are still very close together, other than the top of the board where TGH has now broke the 400 mark, and I don't think Chai can make it that high, but he can certainly get above M-Sushi with a full 90 points if he wanted to.
And when you're looking at places 6 through 9 here, like you were saying, that point gap, it's so tiny that these races are super important to get into the top 8. And if Psyched can pull this out, that would definitely put them in top 8 territory.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be looking into that. We are about halfway through the season at this point, so it is definitely good to be looking into postseason for the playoff stuff and getting into it, and really just make sure that you can get in. So yeah, I'm same format as last season, I'm assuming. So top 8 would be the way to get into playoffs. So.
Yeah, and all of these points are definitely going to matter, but we are underway in this race, just finishing up the prologue. Both players getting their cutscene skips nice, and going to be moving on to Chapter 1.
Yeah, and something that I feel that we've been acknowledging in previous races is the time spent away from any percent might be a factor.
It is very real, very real. Yeah, Chapter 9 hype has been in full swing, and it pretty much doubled the size of the game, so there is so much to play. Yeah.
It's definitely possible that we'll be not that it's not that case, because this being a pre-recorded one, it could be.
Yeah, this one is pre-recorded, yeah.
It is, but this could be from before Chapter 9 was released. I did have to figure that out for right away, and that's what I looked for before. So when this race is completed, when this chapter is completed, we'll see the end card, and that will show us what patch number we're on. So that'll help us out.
Yeah, Chaikitty took a short death in the past screen, which synced things up. Oh, pausing the game a little bit, but yeah, dude, with Chapter 9 and everything. I don't know, dude. Season 3, I'm hoping to see a true ending. If we could do true ending for Season 3, that would be amazing. But all right, let's look at these file timers here. Got a 135 versus a 133.
And that's a 1.2.6.1. That is pre-Chapter 9.
Okay, so the full any percent grind at the point of this race.
Yeah, they still had 80% on their mind, although I'm sure they were very excited about Chapter 9. While playing this.
Oh yes. So Chai, as we speak, is going for the golden berry in Chapter 9. But all right, let's talk about Chapter 2. Both players getting all of their extended dash strategies to get through those beginning screens and getting the nice cutscene skip. Moving on through the dream blocks and into the battle and chase section.
And wow, we are synced completely. Woo. As we're gonna be going into the battle and chase.
Love to see it, man. But all right, all the strats coming out for both players. Everything seems to be going to plan.
Going pretty well here.
Here can definitely compete with running through the pools here. Oh, Chai!
Oh! That's... how did he make it through there?
The improv god.
Was... wow, and your mic completely broke during that screen as well. It seems to be back right now, but...
Oh, jeez. Well, I hope it's okay. But, anyways, Chai took a very short death in the preceding screen. Better to take that death than the one that could have happened prior.
That
was really good.
it was crazy.
All right, we got Psyched moving on through the awake section. Really blazing through this. Looking really hot.
Oh, Shine not going to be getting the momentum to stay with him. Lost it on that screen. And Psyched is going to be in the lead out of Chapter 2.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10-second difference between the two players.
Okay, let's see what Chapter 3 has.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so with the start of Chapter 3, this is the one of 2 berries that we just end up running into in the route, just because they just happen to be in the optimal area, like the optimal route, so they just happen to be they just happen to pick them up. But I only bring that up just because I want to talk about berries for a second, if you don't mind.
Oh, are you going to talk about the new sound effects by chance?
Yeah, there is the new 1-up sound effects. That definitely is a thing. But I was more going to talk about how Chapter 9, something that I felt like looking into because I was curious. The golden berry and the moonberry, you can actually get both of them in the same run. Despite the fact that there is a forced death to get the moonberry, the golden berry still stays. I've got a video of it.
I'll
just post in the chat at this point.
So it just doesn't count in that room. That death just doesn't count. All right.
Essentially, yes.
Very nice. That's good to know. But yeah, speaking of golden berries, there's new sound effects for dying with a golden berry, as well as collecting red berries while you have a golden berry. Like, there's quite a few new berries-related sound effects. But, yeah, haven't heard them myself, besides the death of the golden berry.
Yeah, I linked it in chat for you.
Oh, okay.
That is my capture of it. I literally went through assist mode all the way to that screen because God knows I can't do that. I can't get golden berry that far yet. So.
Oh, it just places it up there. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for the spoilers, guys, but it's like 2 screens, and you don't know where that is. I didn't give very much context of where that is.
Didn't give very much context. But,
no, I did not.
all right. With that bad pun, we are almost done with this huge mess section. We got Psyched moving on to the towels as Chai is looking to clean up the books. I want to see if Psyched goes for this corner boost coming into this next screen. Oh, maybe not, or maybe just didn't have the right height to go for it. But been seeing quite a few players pull out that strat in the season 2. Let's see if Chai goes for it. It's the room after this one. Nope, but that is a nice strat as well, though. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
I was gonna address the question. The forced death is to acknowledge the existence of Bubba Shrop, essentially.
Yes, it used to be a glitch and now it's canon.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
But now we're gonna be approaching one of those now canon tricks, the demo dash, shortly.
Yeah, Psyched gonna be coming up on that as Chai is making their way through the elevator shaft, just starting off the section. Let's see if Psyched takes the checkpoint. We've been seeing lots of checkpoint takes throughout the season. Oh, nope. Okay.
Wow, good job, Psyched.
Yep. All right. All right, what's the play from Chai?
No checkpoint either. Gonna be getting on first try.
Okay.
Very smooth demo dashes from both players.
Because we got Psyched moving on through the Oshiro section. Chai is about to begin. Ooh, Psyched getting their momentum eaten somehow. Had to play around Oshiro there. Nice adjustment. Alrighty. Nothing bad so far in this Oshiro section. But anything can happen, especially in this final screen. We're gonna have Psyched finish out looking like a 745. Yep, 745 and a 757 with Chai. So yeah, like we were saying, Psyched needs to win this race to get into the top 8. I mean, of course, there's still races left in the season, but top 8 is very important, and this be a very crucial race for Psyched to win.
Yeah, no one's locked out of playoffs yet. We're not that far into the season.
Yeah, not yet. But all right, Chapter 4, Psyched hitting the nice corner boost strat. Chai gets it as well. Ooh. Psyched taking a death right before the Archie screen. It's gonna even things up a little bit. Chai doing the Archie strat. It's gonna save a little bit of time over Psyched in the key coin screen, but Psyched still did it pretty fast. All right. Spiked up screen from both players is good for both players. But we got the dreaded block screen. Let's see if we see some blockless strats. All right, Psyched going for the block. Chai not. Okay. There it is.
Nice.
Whew.
That's still crazy.
Yeah,
and yep, that's the other berry that now gets picked up if you do blockless. There's a third one, I guess, now for Chai that he could get.
I mean, you can't have a berryless pie or even 2 berries. We need 3 berries.
Yeah. Maybe even 4, because 3 sometimes is already picked up before that strat was even discovered.
Oh, yeah. But Chai, unfortunately, with the reverse hyper going into the grounded ultra into that last screen, didn't get quite enough momentum to reach the bubble. Lost a little bit of time on that, but now Chai with the strats in this Chapter 4, he's pulling out all the stops to try to close this gap.
Yeah, but Psyched's still very much in the lead with that timer desync going on as well.
Yes.
Both able to pull off the ultra there for that auto-scroller skip. Oh! Psyched with the death! Okay, 952 into that into the next room. 950 for Psyched, so still ahead, but only by a couple seconds.
All right, let's see what happens in the clip phase section. Could definitely be a 2-second differential here. Oh, Chai missing the bubble.
Yeah, and Chai also, yeah, just playing it very safe with those snowballs. Probably due to the missing parts of that room that they didn't, that they're used to, so they had to just improvise from there. But Psyched missing a bubble strat isn't gonna die there, so is gonna recover pretty smoothly. But that might have done it. It's not for sure. It still looks like Psyched's in the lead from that, but not by much. It looks to be about 5 seconds, a bit less actually, with that.
All right. Yeah, 5-second difference going into the 5th chapter.
And
Always love to see it, man.
Yeah, I mean, if we go by decimals, it's like 4.3. That's why I bet by just it's 5. It's basically 5 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. But all right, Mirror Temple. Looking pretty good for both players so far. Psyched gonna be going for the wave dash. Oh, does a nice reverse hyper off of the dash block. Love it. Oh, what kind of cutscene skips are we gonna see? What you going for, Chai? Nice traditional cutscene skip. Okay.
Yeah.
Chai gonna be going for the depths corner boost. Psyched. Oh, and Chai's good. All right.
Nice yeet coming out from Chai. Psyched on it now. Getting it as well.
Hey, yo.
We got the double yeet.
All right, Chai in the tape room. Gonna be going for the quick cycle. And it is good. Gonna be returning to map at 109. Oh.
Yeah. pretty much the fastest we've seen. I have seen a couple 108s, but they're very rare.
Yeah, that is a monster pace. But all right, we got 5B, we got Bub's drop. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I have been seeing a lot. You know, of course, I gotta remind myself that not everyone that watches this knows everything there is to know about Celeste. So the reason why we go to the B side in a run is actually because it is faster by by quite a few seconds actually. Almost I'd say around 20 seconds to do the route that you're seeing here instead of just going through all the A sides. And oh, Psych missing the Bub's drop.
Okay, that's probably a lead change right there.
Yeah, that's a 10-second loss right there.
Speaking of 10-second losses, Chai just took a death at the very end of this screen, missing the reverse hyper to get into the bubble. Took a death on those spikes.
But Psych missing Bub's drop a second time.
What is happening?
Okay, getting it to third.
This is crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, they're also, and just also the thing that exists in the game that if you beat a B side, it does unlock the next A side. So it is totally reasonable to be doing that. Psych's nearly dying on that same spot.
Oh. But all right, mirror section going pretty well for Chai so far. Fastfall's looking good. Gonna be playing with some Seekers for a minute. Psych gonna be playing with some Saw Blades, unfortunately.
It's like saying in chat that he's not very good at Bub's drop. I'm gonna look at that stat right now, if you don't mind. And yeah, he's not very good at Bub's drop.
Yeah, well, when you're in a race setting, man, and it's all on the line right there, you only got a couple frames to work with, and it's pretty punishing. And you know it's a punishing part of the run, so you're always thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't really want to say it because I don't want to, you can look it up yourself if you want. It's not good.
All right, well, either way, we got Chai.
Unless you really want me to tell you.
Well, I mean, here. We'll ask Psyched if they want to know. But we got Chai killing the Theo section so far, as Psyched is about to begin it. Oh, Chai missing the ultra into Theo, but still getting a neutral wall jump to land on that blue block. Wow. The safe. Oh! Theo bouncing off the rim there before going in for the swish. But all right, Psych's going to be finishing up Chapter 5 here on the next screen as Chai is beginning Chapter 6. We'll be approaching Lake Skip. Oh! Chai bonking on the spikes. Gets the second try, though. Alright, so there is an opportunity for Psyched to save a little bit of time if they can get a first try Lake Skip.
Yeah, and Psyched is one of the 6B runners now, so...
Okay, alright, we're gonna see it.
Yeah, he is one of 2 players in the league who does 6B.
Yeah, along with Aurora Dash. But Psyched was able to get Lake Skip first try there. Gonna be edging out a little bit of time over Chai. For at least that section. Yep, you were not lying. Got Psyched going for the insane momentum strat.
He has done it in every race that he's had this season.
And gets it! Nails it, dude!
That was a perfect Revos nonsense.
It's like, not only does the time save in 6B itself matter, but that strat saves you so much time in itself.
Yeah. The time save from a 6A route to a 6B route is much smaller than the 5B time difference. So this is very tight. Oh, Psyched's gonna be dying in the first screen. Okay, so you're gonna have to acknowledge that as well. Something I've now learned to look out for with all the chapter 6 stuff is because of how it is very much a possibility to die in the first screen of 6B. It resets the IL timer when you do that, so...
Oh, yes.
You gotta keep that in mind when we look at the ending IL time for this chapter.
Yeah, actually didn't really consider that, but that's totally a
Being
thing.
the person who gathers the stats, I had to.
yeah, gotta add that stuff down. But alright, we got Chai gonna be making the descent here, gonna be approaching the dev-intended skips. We've been seeing some players opt to get the checkpoint halfway through because, like, you can do that strat even faster than doing all 3 dev-intended skips, but, or they could be pretty comparable strats. But, we saw Chai going for all 3 that time. As Psyched is playing with some feathers and some Kevin blocks, some bumpers. Very crucial thing about this screen is once you get the dash crystal here, to hold it.
Yeah.
Psyched is gonna hold it. That's like one thing that initially trips up players with this screen.
I'd say that's a case for a lot of harder screens in this game entirely.
It's the patience.
Not so much with A sides, but definitely B sides and definitely C sides. You gotta know when to use your dash. You gotta keep it. You can't just be using it randomly upon panicking or something to try to save yourself. You might need it later.
And that's when Celeste, yeah, it's a momentum-based platformer, but it's also kind of like a puzzle platformer at the same time, knowing when you should use your dash and how your dash affects things around you. Very intricate gameplay. But Psych taking some deaths on these fastballs, unfortunately.
Yeah. With 6B, I essentially like to call the this vertical descent its own section because it's about, I think, 7 or 8 screens of literally just vertical falling.
When you think you're done, no, there's one more, and then there's another one, and then there's another one.
When you're playing this chapter, you actually like continuously like another one more.
Exactly. So this next screen Psyched is going on. This is pre-patch, but there is a demo dash that has been made more viable in this screen next to the gem crystal that he just grabbed. But
yeah, it still exists in this patch. It's just not as easy.
It's nice and color coded in the new update where the dash or the crystals where you're supposed to demo dash through, they're slightly darker, so you have a nice visual cue for it.
Yeah, it's been made so easy that even I was able to do it a couple times.
Hey, nice try.
I actually tried to do it a couple times just to see.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's about I think you get like 2 pixels of freedom with that demo dash, so as opposed to the 0 pixels of freedom.
Yes.
So
speaking of, insane demo dashes, I don't know if you're aware of some of the shortcut screens in Chapter 9.
Oh, I know of it.
The intended demo dash ones. Oh my god. That is going to ruin my life, dude.
But similar to the 6B, it actually is that one actually is an 8 pixel wide demo dash. So you definitely have it. So it's just like, I think it's essentially like 1 pixel smaller than your normal hitbox.
It's just like in the middle of a fast fall section while dodging stars, and no, dude, it's like, but it's so good when you get it. But anyways,
yeah, the first one is probably the worst one to have to get.
Yes, because you get the respawn point for the second ones. But we got Chai finishing up the battle and fight here. Gonna be looking to finish up Chapter 6.
Psyched pulling off the smooth ultra there. I love that screen.
Yeah, you just fling from block to block and you fly into Battlin's face. Gonna be skipping all these coins here. Nice corner jump. Oh! Love the reverse ultra here.
33 for Chai. Psyched has about, I think, like 3 or 4 screens left from what I know.
Dies on the same frame as hitting Battlin. Got shot with a laser.
Feeling. Oh, and getting crushed with the Kevin block there.
Giving Kevin a nice hug. But all right, we got Chai moving on through the summit. Oh, bonking his head. Shakes it off, though. Very nice. We got Psyched in the final screen before the rhythm block room. I should say the final screen of the battling section. Oh, dodging the laser. Okay. Final screen of 6B.
There's still heart room now. And yeah, with everything going on, this is just an okay 6B right there. They're certainly not saving time on a good 6A.
You know, regardless, I look at a 5-minute 6B. I'm like, yeah, great job. That's insane. You know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like saying garbage 6B in chat, because that is essentially, from a speedrunner point of view, someone's practiced 6B. That is basically the opinion of that run for that chapter. That just for reference, the IL for that is, I believe, a 420 something. Forget exactly.
Okay.
But it's something around there, somewhere in that range. So that is just the idea of like of what you really should be getting, and with that, like getting that in a run would actually like save, I believe, like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be very nice to get. Well, we got about like a section and a half difference here between the players in Summit. A little bit of a timer desync if the restreamer has the ability to pause Chai's screen to get a nice sync for the Summit.
Yeah. Would certainly be nice to see, considering that this is still relatively close.
See.
But either way, Chai gonna be getting that skip cutscene at about 22:52 into 1500 meters.
All right, Psyched looking good with the Dream Block Hypers. Showing no signs of nervousness with the strats here. So we got Chai going through the Ultra Dash room. Oh, taking a little stop, saying hi to a Dust Bunny, but makes it through. Yep. Psyched continuing it with the nice Dream Block movement, getting all the hypers. This Chai is finishing up 1500 meter, going to be moving on to 2000 meter.
Yeah, and with that, we are seeing that Psyched is about 30 seconds behind Chaikitty. Ooh, Psyched didn't get the dash. Was working with 0 dashes there at the end. I don't know how they ended up with no dashes.
This is not a good situation, but we got Chai getting the nice blockless strat there. Be hitting that sweet demo dash. Oh, Psyched going face first into the void. Wanting to get a wave dash off that platform, but gonna be ultra dashing through this room at high speeds. Ooh, Chai pausing the game. Luckily didn't return to map.
That'd be the worst.
That'd be the absolute worst. But yeah, it is looking like Psyched has closed the gap maybe a little bit, because they are in the same section. Even though Chai is leaving now. But yeah, this race is actually a lot closer than it seems.
Yeah, it's within 30 seconds. And looks like we are going to get that sync now. Chaikitty's stream being paused.
As Psyched going top right in that last snowball room. That
we can all stare into Chai's soul as his face is frozen.
The blank stare. The blank stare. Unfortunately, Psyched taking 2 here now. Yeah, the double.
Yeah, not having the best luck with this auto scroller skip. Gonna get it this third time, excuse me.
Makes it through, gonna be making the climb.
Yeah, but now we can see the distance between the two runners. Chai in the middle of 2500 while Psyched is working through 2000. Has a couple screens of 2000 to work with, so not by that much. But it's still a decent amount of distance. Certainly the deaths in the auto-scroller skip room aren't helping that.
And even if it's not a race to win the race, it is a race to get as many points as possible and try to guarantee that your opponent doesn't get any points or less points. So even though Psyched is down, definitely not out.
Absolutely true.
Alright, Chai here in the final screen of 2500. Getting the wall bounce onto that dash block to start the dash, or to start the block early. Very nice early cycle for that. Gonna be meeting with Battlein. You're gonna be going on to the final 3,000 meter section. Psyched gonna be coming up on the double wall jump key skip. Bam, bam. GG. But okay, downdraft looking good for Chai so far. Psyched! Leaving himself hanging in midair for a little bit, taking a retry and then threading the needle and then threading the doors. Okay, Psyched nails the wall bounce also. Gonna be looking to finish up the room.
That screen could be so scary. I've still seen that screen has a surprising amount of deaths.
Yeah, that wall bounce well, the end is can trip you up sometimes, but that wall bounce in particular, to get that dash block moving as early as possible, trying to re-land on that after the wall bounce it's so particular because you can hit your head on the ceiling, you can not make it to the block properly, and yeah, it could just go bad very easily.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of deaths in this league on that screen.
But Chai, I don't think he's had a single death in this 3,000 meters so far. At least I wasn't paying attention. Psyched's downdraft is looking good so far.
Okay, Chai. Yeah, Chai got final 10 to go.
Okay, skip and flag 9.
And also skip 10, just by the way.
Yup. Risking everything.
Mm-hmm. You gotta.
And he's doing.
That really is always like the scariest section in my mind, is when seeing people that they're skipping 10, 9, and 8. Of course 8 is skipped. Oh, 8. No one ever takes 8, but it's just, you know, just saying it like that.
And then sometimes people skip 3 and 2. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And seeing
Chai?
the end of Chai's run here, and Chai is raiding with a party of 27.
Chai's time traveling.
Yeah.
Finished the stream while finishing a race.
I'm kind of curious how that Golden Berry run went, considering I know that's what he was doing. But let's see Chai finish this out first, getting a 28:54.
Hey, nice 28 time.
28:55.
But alright, now it's the quest for Psyched to gain as many points as possible.
Chai saying he made it nearly halfway a couple times. Okay. It's not an easy Golden Berry to get. That's fine. But I did discover you can get the Golden Berry and Moonberry in the same run, so you can try for that too, Chai.
Do it!
Do it! It's a crazy thing that I found. I love that it's real. I was like so scared. I was like, oh, like they had to have thought of this though, because like when I saw the Golden Berry actually does stuff, I can't say, but because of certain things the Golden Berry does in Chapter 9, it was like, Okay, so they've done stuff with this berry, so it had to have been considered. So I brought it there just to see, and it was considered.
Oh yeah. All right, we got Psyched finishing out with a 29.51. Still a sub 30 time, very respectable.
Yeah, we're gonna be within a minute of Chaikitty, so getting a good amount of points as well.
See, 22 deaths from Psyched. I think Chai had like 16. Okay. But yeah, both players putting on an awesome performance. And, you know, like we said, this race was pre-recorded. It was live for us, though. So we won't be experiencing a interview with the runners. But, you know, don't go anywhere, guys. We got plenty of Celeste action today. We still got 2 matches left. We got Fladerby versus Programmatic and Malay versus Marlin. And yeah, with that, I think we're going to be good for intermission. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you with the next one.